Hewitt.
Hey, everybody. Come on, let's keep going. Keep going. Make it louder. Come on. Hello, Fatemakers and Vault Hunters. Happy PAX. It is so great to see everybody back. I can't believe we're on stage again after 2 years. I love you guys. You're fantastic. It is incredible, and to feel the energy and positivity in this room almost calms my nerves and the butterflies that are in my stomach. So just bear with me if we're a little bit dusty. We're working off some of the cobwebs from not presenting in a couple years, but it's been a lot of work, what we've been doing both for this panel and what we did on the booth. Has anyone seen the booth yet? Perfect. Your love and support mean everything to me and to everyone at Gearbox. And we have been here all week making sure that we bring you a little bit of joy and happiness today. Now, while I and my team and everyone at Gearbox has been working today, there is one person whose birthday it is today. And I know it sucks to work on your birthday, but sometimes you have to do it. And sometimes you especially have to do it if your name is Randy Pitchford. Now, I don't want to embarrass him, and y'all don't want to hear me sing, but let's do this. Randy, can I get you on stage? Get out here, Randy. So let me say, today is Randy's 51st birthday.
What? Why'd you have to say that? Why'd you have to tell him how old I am?
I like to live on the edge. So this is a man who has committed his entire life to entertaining the world. He wakes up every single morning thinking about how he can increase the amount of joy and happiness that's out there and how we can help entertain you. So can we give him one more round of applause for happy birthday?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dan. Wow, I gotta be honest, frankly, I'm kind of fucked up. Like, it's hard for me to like take praise. Like, I just want to make people feel good and stuff, so it's hard. I can't even accept birthdays. I'm the worst. Thank you. You know what, I've got this, I think it's on here. I'll do this now. I'm gonna be back later, you guys, but yeah, okay, so, here, this is a chalkboard. I got some good, anybody playing Wonderlands? So here's some good news. This is a shift code. Write it down. 10 skeleton keys. It's the first time we've done that. So yeah, that's my gift to you guys. So I'll be back. Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you,
Dan.
Randy.
Cheers.
What I love about that is he said, write it down, and everybody lifted up their phone to take a picture. That's what was awesome. All right, so as I mentioned, we haven't been on stage in over 2 years. We haven't seen you guys. We've missed y'all. I hope you missed us. The past 2 years has been tough, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We have shipped some remarkable content. There was some great DLC for Borderlands 3. There was some great games being released in Tribes of Midgard. We did have the early access release of Have a Nice Death, which is kind of amazing. If you haven't played it, please, yes. If you haven't played it, please do. Godfall has been incredible and just keeps getting better and better and better. That's right. And there's Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which, there we go. But we did all of this while we tried to deal with the pandemic, worry about our families, learn how to work from home. Some of you may have experienced the same loss that we did if you've lost family members to COVID. I don't know if you all follow the news. Texas basically froze the hell over last winter. We had team members that were literally staying in each other's homes to help support each other. And we really grew together as a Gearbox family. We also expanded that Gearbox family. You all know that we've got a great team up in Quebec City, and we've got a great team in Frisco. But we've expanded now to a new studio in Montreal. There we go. And I love this. So the team up in Montreal was working on some great games, and as much as I would love to talk to you about what they're working on, I would super get fired, and I would like to be able to have a job as soon as we leave here. But some of you may have seen the news. Gearbox is also expanding as of today. I put out the press release this morning. Gearbox acquired Lost Boys Interactive. Now, some of you may know Lost Boys. They helped us work on Wonderlands. They also did a lot of work on Call of Duty and PUBG. They're an incredible team that is based in Austin, and they have another studio up north. And we're so happy to have them be part of the Gearbox family. Now, looking ahead as to what we've got going on beyond just Lost Boys, we have, and I apologize, my notes have completely gone from the monitor, and so now I'm just completely vamping while I pray to God that they come back quickly. So before that, oh wait, they're back, great. Lost Boys, great team, don't get fired, you like your job. Yes, all right, perfect. But Steve Gibson, who many of you know is the president of Gearbox Publishing, is going to come on stage in a little bit, talk about some of additional great talent and some firepower that we've added to Gearbox. Now, we've got lots to talk about today. We do have some news that we want to share with you that we're very excited about, but we realize we haven't seen, like I said, we haven't seen you guys. We want to celebrate the community. Everything that we do for you, and we love the feedback that you give us. But today we want to celebrate the work of our storytellers, our artists, our innovators, and really talk about what's been great about Borderlands. Let's talk about that franchise. Let's talk about Wonderlands. We're going to have some of the developers up here on stage, and we really want to come together and celebrate the community that we have all built together in this moment at PAX. Now, I do have a favor to ask. Many of the people who are going to be on stage today have never spoken to an audience this large. So some folks may stumble their words, some folks may seem a little bit nervous. Can you please do me a favor and return that nervousness with an energy of love and let them hear how much you support them? That would be fantastic. So with that, I will be back on later. But I want to bring to stage a very good friend of mine, the president of Gearbox Publishing, Steve Gibson.
Doctor. Hey, everybody. I am excited to be in front of you guys once again. It's been a couple years. I know we have some amazing game makers coming out here to talk. And but at least a few of you are like, you know what I want? I want to hear from somebody who doesn't make games. This is your lucky day. So, hi. As I mentioned, I'm Steve Gibson. A few things to talk to you guys about. So our mission is to be, let's just call it the most developer-friendly publisher in the world. We're doing our best for that. Today, we're going to talk to you about a little about the things we're doing in service of that. We're going to talk to you mostly about some of the smaller games we're doing, and imagine one day we're going to be talking to you about some of the bigger games that we're doing. Also, you'll hear from Steve Jones a little later. So, real quick, what have we been up to? And what games do we have come for you guys to see? First, we have expanded. We welcome Gearbox Publishing San Francisco to the room. They, in fact, have a couple games I'm going to show you guys today. What else have we done? We have added a Cryptic Studios. They are working on multiple MMO games that have been in the world for a long time. Star Trek, Neverwinter are their huge games that we're really excited to welcome to the family. And we're not done. We've also added another studio, Gearbox Publishing out in Amsterdam. Yes, I will be visiting there a lot. So, tell you what, let me show you guys first one of the new games from Gearbox Publishing San Francisco. Take a look. We think you guys are going to love that. And actually, we have another one to show you. We actually just launched this in the early access. It is Have a Nice Death. And there's a new update coming next week. Have a look at this, too. So those are the first 2 games in our Gearbox Publishing San Francisco's office. As a reminder, Have a Nice Death actually just launched into early access. You can go check it out right now on Steam. There's more coming on that. I want to talk to you guys actually about one of the last games that we brought here to PAX East a long time ago, and we debuted them here on stage and launched them. That's Risk of Rain 2. We have just recently launched the Survivors of the Void expansion pack with them. You can check that out on PC, and actually just now we added them to the Epic Games Store. Take a look at either one of those. Really, really excited about how this has gone for everyone. You're welcome to come play with us. There's a lot of players out there playing right now, and we are planning even more content going forward with the team at Hopu and Gearbox. All right, more games. Tribes of Midgard. This also went really, really well for us. Really, really excited to work with a team based out of Montreal, Northfell Studio. And in fact, we have a cute little video to show you. Maybe not with audio, though. That was it. Yes, we did that. That was great. So more on that coming as well. As you can imagine, we have launched the season, and we're doing more seasons, and that is going really well. We'll have more updates for you guys later on this year. We have more games. Also, Godfall has gone great. We have launched it now onto Xbox and onto Steam. Really, really excited about that. It's finally in the hands of a heck of a lot of players as well. Take a look. If you love looter shooters, you'll probably like looter slashers. It is going great, and take a look on today on Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, EGS, you name it, we're there. All right, what else we got? Well, yeah, that's the thing I just announced. Go fast, go. They want to see the game makers, I get it. So now, we do have one more thing to talk to you about, though, and that is a franchise that it is an honor to be associated with. Now, for here today, I'm only going to talk to you about a thing that a lot of the hardcore fans are really excited about, and that is the Collector's Edition. We have finally got this thing put together. This is a huge responsibility. This franchise is beloved, and we want to get this right. We are so thankful our friends at Idea Planet down in Texas actually help us get this done just right. It's actually going to be finally going up for pre-order and all the major retailers that you can imagine. And take a look. We'll have more news on Homeworld a little later this year. I think you'll be excited to hear about it. Oh, also, everybody here has phones, right? So we're doing it. So we're going to do also Homeworld Mobile. I have great news for you. Also, we're going to finally be able to launch worldwide. Homeworld Mobile actually coming in, I believe, what did we put up there? Q4? This fall. We're going to go with this fall. So Homeworld Mobile is shockingly authentic feeling to the franchise. working closely with all the franchise creators, working closely with Blackbird, and actually them giving us plenty of advice. The Stratosphere team has been amazing. When you play this, you will feel like you are in that Homeworld universe. It is fantastic. I look forward to you checking it out. It'll be great. Now, a couple other small things that we have done. Actually, this one's very big for us. Pardon my language. The Fuck Cancer bundle. Oh, yeah. So, really proud to announce we raised over $800,000 on that bundle to fuck cancer over. That's been great. Okay. Because, indeed, fuck cancer. Now, a couple more partnerships we want to show you guys. First is Relic Hunters Legends. You can do it. All right. You guys want to move on to the next one? We'll try this at the end. You got it? Okay. All right. So, we're going to show you a 4-player top-down co-op looter. These are things that we know we all love to play. Oh, geez. Uh-oh.
You got me? I have a lot of experience when videos break.
You what?
Was anybody here when we announced Borderlands 3? Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, play it again. We got to get it right. So let me tell you about this thing. You guys just yell at me when we're ready, but this game that Steve's about to show you, like I got about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
When, hey, Randy, check this out. And I just went fucking nuts for this game. Like, I went in the tank. I was playing it for, like, I don't know, probably 40 hours straight. Just like, this is amazing. This is
a lot of hours.
It's really fun. So, like, don't let Steve's mild-mannered kind of attitude take away the hype, because this freaking game is like, you thought Risk of Rain 2 surprised everybody. This game's gonna blow people's minds, and it looks humble and it looks chill, but it is the funnest thing I've played in a long time. Steve,
thank you.
Cue up the video.
Hi PAX, this is Lucy and Lely, and we are community managers at Rogue Snail, an indie studio from Brazil.
It's such an honor for us to be here today. We're super fans of Gearbox, especially Borderlands.
PAX has always been a special event for us. In fact, this is where we met Gearbox and started working together 2 years ago. And now we can finally announce it to the whole world. Gearbox and Rogue are working together on Relic Hunters Legend. We heard some of you might like shooting games, and you don't mind if there's looting involved. Relic Hunters Legend is a game about shooting, looting, and having fun with friends. An experience and story about friendship, time travel, and rebelling against an evil empire.
As a Brazilian team, just being here is a great achievement for ourselves and the Latino community. We are so happy to tell our stories and build this game just like we dreamed. Well, there's a lot more to tell about the game over the coming months, so we hope you'll join us for the ride. See you soon!
It's my turn to break a video. That was great. Thank you. Okay. So I hope you guys like that. As Randy told you, we fell in love with that game. We have been playing it so damn much. We cannot wait for everyone to get their hands on it. And we have one more to show you. And actually, we have an introduction to the developer as well. I want you to take a look at this new game coming from Gearbox Publishing in partnership. It is Eyes in the Dark.
Hi everyone, my name is Vladimir. I'm the director at Under the Stairs, and what you just saw was the trailer for our debut game, Eyes in the Dark. We're a small indie studio of 7 people based in Zagreb, Croatia, and we come from all sorts of different backgrounds. Our programmer is a stand-up comedian, our game designer is an architect that makes board games, and I myself used to have a DJing career. Eyes in the Dark is our very first game. And getting a chance to showcase it to so many people right now is a little bit scary and crazy and weird, sort of like the game itself. We've been working on it on and off for more than 5 years, and during that time we went through lots of ups and downs. In the face of COVID and earthquakes, it sometimes felt silly to be working on a video game, but with everything as it is right now, we felt the world needed a bit more light and joy. Speaking of light, Eyes in the Dark is a roguelite platformer starring Victoria Bloom. Victoria is a little girl who visits her grandfather and finds that his mansion has been overrun by a mysterious darkness. As you explore Bloom Manor, you'll encounter many crazy and unique items and contraptions left behind by Victoria's eccentric family. Victoria uses tinkerings to combine and mix items in ways that create powerful and crazy synergies. Those synergies will in turn help you defeat the biggest boss monsters and hopefully find and save Grandpa. The team at Gearbox Publishing has been absolutely incredible, and they've helped us every single step of the way. I can't tell you how much that kind of support means to a small studio that is just starting out. Eyes in the Dark will be launching on Steam and Epic Games Store with pre-orders open now. Plus, if you pre-order, you'll get a free copy of the game's awesome soundtrack when we launch on July 14th. And now that I've said it, the release date is pretty close, and I just realized I need to stop talking and get back to work. Thank you all again so much for watching. We'll have a lot more to share in the coming months, and we hope that you will keep your eyes on Eyes in the Dark. Bye!
Well then, I think we covered a whole lot of games. I'm really, really, really honored that many of these developers have chosen to work with us. We are in service of the game makers, and we are about to hear from plenty of them coming up next after me. Thank you for listening to me, and I want to welcome back our chief game maker, Randy Pitchford. Randy?
You did it, buddy. I'm so proud of that guy. You know, when we, holy crap, we're at PAX. It was, I was in the lobby on the last day of PAX in 2020 when we decided that we had to pull out of GDC and that we wouldn't be going to E3 because of the pandemic. And like, it's just so great to see you guys. It's so awesome to be here. And you guys are on the vanguard, you know? Like, you can tell there's, like, we're here, there's some people here, but not everybody's here on the show floor. you being here and your support will bring all the developers back and all the companies back, and together we'll bring this back, baby. I'm so stoked. Steve Gibson is like killing it. You know, we've always been. I remember when we started Gearbox, just a handful of friends of mine and I. We founded the company, and we always had to fight as underdogs just to get anything done, just to get any attention, just to make anything and find a way to a customer with it. And we pledged with Steve when we started Gearbox Publishing that we wanted to be the most developer-friendly publisher on the planet, that we wanted to be the publisher for like new developers, people taking risks, doing really cool, fun stuff. We wanted to be the publisher that we always wished existed for us. And I'm just like, look at all the cool stuff that they're doing. Like, that's so great. And Gearbox is growing, of course. We've got. I'll talk a bit later about Gearbox Studios, and we got Gearbox Software. Right now, though, I know that there's a lot of people here because you guys are playing Wonderlands. Is that true? Some of you playing Wonderlands? And I thought we should talk about Wonderlands for a minute, and I wanted to introduce, look, the team is amazing. Massive, incredible group of people that we all just killed ourselves during this pandemic to make this game. And I wanted to introduce you to some of the leadership from the Wonderlands team. So let's welcome creative director Matt Cox, senior producer Caleb Elmore, and your own lead writer Sam Winkler. Sam, buddy. And what do you guys got there? You're all drinking.
This is the delicious flavor of brand synergy.
You're doing it. You're actually
the Wonderlands
drinking
G Fuel.
The
Yeah.
Wonderlands G Fuel.
Yeah, I can hear time.
Are you guys really hooped up? Yeah. Are you seeing?
Yeah, we chugged like half of this in the last 2 minutes, so this is going to be a real interesting segment.
You guys can see ghosts too, right?
But no, it's been quite an honor to release this game, honestly. Our team has worked incredibly hard over the last 2 years. It's been incredibly wonderful to see the response and all of our amazing fans. This community is is the best community in the world. We love Borderlands and Wonderlands fans. So give yourselves a hand. We love you guys.
Now, Matt, I feel like part of the crucial Wonderlands experience is missing on this stage. Part of the ecosystem.
Right. I know.
You know what I mean?
I do.
I think we need a shroomy up here.
Let's bring a shroomy out on stage. Come on out here.
You guys did not. Oh, I can't even.
And
wow.
From the back, let me just tell you, it is screen accurate.
Come on, turn around.
Turn around.
Can you turn around for us? Can you do a 360?
Get the yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a little peek. It's what they want.
Yeah, and coincidentally, the shroomy butt is what got us the partial nudity part of our teen rating.
Excellent. It's
That is a true story.
Part of the cover canon.
At least I would say a week or two of my life was spending time having very real, very adult conversations about that butt. Very official emails going back and forth to every agency across the globe to get that booty in the game.
Oh my God.
But like we said, we absolutely love Shroomy, first of all. It's amazing.
It's nice being the least interesting thing.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
Let's. But one of the most amazing statistics just in the first month of Wonderland's release is that up to 28% of people who have played Wonderlands so far have never played a Borderlands game before. So when we say that we want to entertain the world, we want to bring our style of games to the entire world. And so we are expanding this community even greater. So we love you guys so much. And there's so many statistics out there that are just kind of crazy. Just in the first month, We've had 275 million sea wargs killed, 2.2 billion wyverns, 2.3 billion crabs killed, and 4.5 billion skeletons killed. So if like their average height was like 5'6", you could stack skeletons to the moon and back 10 times over. No, it's a lot of stuff. And one of the big things in our game that we tried to to introduce, well, we did introduce, are spells and melee. And so there have been 2.6 billion spell kills, 2.4 billion melee kills, 2 billion ground slams. Like, you can actually ground slam at jump height, and so apparently that's happened 2 billion times. That's incredible. Yeah, there's just so many other things. Like, half of all Graveborns failed monk school. Many of our Stabomancers and Spore Wardens were raised by elves. And then Clawbringers and Berserkers, overwhelmingly, they're village idiots. I'm a Clawbringer main, by the way. Anybody else Clawbringer in here? Yeah, nice buffs today, by the way, with the Day 30 patch. So, yeah, what else we got? We had some more, didn't we? Oh, yeah, of course, with the Overworld, brand new way to traverse the entire Wonderlands. 1 billion dungeons were cleared, 2 billion encounters were cleared, and of course, 6.8 billion guns, spells, and weapons were looted, 4.7 billion pieces of gear looted. So you have played a ton of Wonderlands. And of course, 2 billion mimics. And we actually, we also had a character creator as well. And how many of you have been having a lot of fun with the character creator? Yeah!
So we weren't able to focus on all of them today, but we did add a few from the community of this wonderful character creator. And I can't thank the art teams, the design teams, tech animation. It took an entire studio to get all of this together, and we're just so proud of the team.
Look at that guy.
And
wow.
the Nightmare
I
Fuel.
want to meet the dude that made that one.
That were
It looks like he
great.
just chugged this.
And amazingly, this almost didn't come to be. We did not originally have a plan to have an overdrive mode. And it was one of those things in a meeting, we were walking around one day and just like, man, wouldn't it be cool to have one eyeball huge and one eyeball tiny? And we put the slider in, and the UI team made it happen for us. And now you can make your very own monster and live that nightmare.
It's been incredible. And we would be remiss to not mention, like, we do have such an incredible team of so many developers, design, art, code, UI, like, and all of the support. Like, so many people have poured their heart out to make this game over the last several years. But and we also had a big launch party.
Yeah, we were able to celebrate the release in person, which was amazing. Cage the Elephant played. We got to honestly see a lot of our fellow devs in person for the first time in a while. I don't know how many
I
people...
haven't changed my clothes.
Yeah.
He hasn't changed since.
We've kept him in storage in cryogenic. We only unfreeze him for shows. Most of Wonderlands was developed remotely, at home. It has been an interesting challenge, but honestly, I think it really, really shows in the final product just how much every dev who worked on this loved this game and loved working on it. So thank you all for playing this game that meant so much to us for the last few years.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you, Shroomy.
And of course, today, the first of our season pass content dropped. So why don't you guys check this out?
The coiled looked into the eyes of a god and blinded him, believing that this act made them equals. But there is no equality between captors and their captives. But one thing is certain. Allowing a single being to live without freedom makes monsters of us all. For freedom is the only thing that can truly show you who you are.
once again, thank all of you for coming out and those watching at homes for the support and just the love that we're feeling today. We make games because we want to bring y'all joy, and cosplayers in the front, I see you.
Yeah.
So just one more time, hype it up for yourselves, hype it up for our developers back in Dallas and all around the world, and hype it up for you right here today.
Thank you, guys.
Shroomy, say goodbye.
Thank you, Shroomy.
Thank you, guys.
Not a high visibility situation.
Oh my God. It's so crazy working on video games because it's all digital, it's all fake. And then like something happens in the real world and my mind blows. When I see like the cosplayers here, like my mind just explodes. One of the other cool things that happens is sometimes there's other folks that actually make things in the real world and they like some of the stuff we're doing, so they end up like, hey, what if we made like this G Fuel, like Wonderland's G Fuel, like what is this? Why does that exist? And yet it's happening. And there's this awesome person at Gearbox who kind of interacts with all these people and these companies and makes sure that all this cool stuff happens. And I'm talking about like everything from action figures to t-shirts and hats and all that cool stuff. And let's bring her out to tell us about all the cool stuff going on. Erica? This is Erica Steed. I'm just gonna leave the stage to you. I'll be back.
Hey, PAX in real life. I don't know what to do with my hands. It's been a little while, but we are all friends here, right? I'm looking out here. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see some of you I've seen at show after show. And if this is your first time, like, it's okay, we're friends now, buddy. So I have been at Gearbox for about 8 years, and I have got to meet people like you at shows and events all over the world. And it has been a big, crazy ride, and I feel like all of you have been on that ride with us. But for the past couple of years, I've been pretty much nowhere. The product, though, that my team and I have been working on, that has been all over the world. So as Gearbox has grown, we have really tried to push to go beyond what we've done before, and part of that means having more partnerships in places that we have not been in before. So right now, for example, in Asia, we have a collection with Super Groupies in Japan. We also have our figures with Mighty Jacks, who are based in Singapore. In Europe, we have EMP bringing apparel straight to Germany. We have also just announced our Ballantine's Moxie branded scotch. Are you guys into that? All right, I'm noting it down. That is available right now in Europe and several other territories around the world. We also have, out of the UK, Laced Records. They are bringing our soundtracks to your turntable and/or digital devices all around the world, wherever you are. And we also have ventured into some different categories, some different products that we haven't done before. Like, for example, did you know that we have our own Tiny Tina's Wonderlands energy drink with our partners at G Fuel? Now, our booth today is also powered by G Fuel, just saying. So we've also recently come out with this awesome controller from PowerA. Now, I know a controller is not really that surprising. You guys probably expected that from us. But to be honest, I like this controller, and I wanted to show it to you. So please look at this controller. Now, we've also been pushing to expand our IPs in other ways and to go deeper and explore our IPs in different, meaningful ways. Now, one of our biggest partners on that front has been Dark Horse. I like them too. So we've been working with them quietly for about 2 years, And recently, they've also joined us as part of the Embracer family. So we are so happy to have them in the family, and we really look forward to what we can all do together in the future. But for today, let's take a little peek at some of the things we've been working on so far. So we have our first Borderlands lore book. This has been a huge project for my team and also for the Dark Horse team. We are putting the finishing touches on this right now, but it has been a lot of fun just digging through the archives, going deep into old lore, images, assets, putting it all together to weave it into a story for all of you guys. Now, we will be making a release announcement for this sometime soon, very soon, so stand by for that. I also want to talk to you about 2 different comic book projects that we have coming up. So, yeah, go on, applaud, it's fine. So there is one of these projects. It is a very fantabulous project, but I actually cannot talk to you about it today. PR guys, am I right? But I can reveal our brand new Borderlands comic book series with writer Amy Chu. And Amy Chu is actually in the audience today. Amy, where are you? She's right here. Applaud, applaud. Welcome to the Border fam. So she has been hard at work writing the original story for this new series. And of course, we are all sworn to secrecy, but I've read it, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. And I look forward to telling you all more about this as the time is right. But I do have to tell you a couple more things that are happening right here and now today. So we have been working on improving our Gearbox store, both online at gearboxloot.com and also today in the booth on the show floor. So on the website, we've just put up some new product from all of our IPs. You can shop that right now. Down on the show floor, we're doing a little bit of a sample sale. So we have taken all of the things out of our vault, brought them here, put them out for you to shop, take home, love forever. So this is a good chance for you to get, if there is a past item that you missed out on. We have some really rare things we've brought down here, and we also have a few things that have never been sold before in this country. So come on down to the booth, dig through all the stuff, get the good stuff before anybody else does. So if you are watching from home right now, I know you're probably a little bummed that I'm talking about things that you can't come out and see, but I don't want you to feel like you've missed out. So we did do a discount code for the website just for you. Discount code, everyone write this down, get a discount. I like it when you guys applaud. This is why we're friends. All right, but I have to tell you about one more thing today, and in all seriousness, this is a big one for me. This was one of the first dreams that I learned of when I started at Gearbox, and over time, this became my dream as well. We wanted to create a real-life, tabletop, bunkers and badasses role-playing game, but we wanted to do a really good job. We wanted you to really feel like you were stepping into the same adventure that Tiny Tina and her friends sat down to in Assault on Dragon Keep. And we wanted to take this thing all the way, or we didn't want to go at all. And I am happy to announce that with our partners and good friends at Nerdvana Games, that Bunkers and Badasses dream is now. You may applaud. But seriously, there is somebody else at Gearbox who has dreamed of this for longer than I have, and I know he's been waiting for this day, so it would only be right to bring him back out to show it off for you, especially because today is his birthday. Randy!
Thank you, Erica.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh my God. So like, you know, we're nerds, huge nerds. And this is real. You saw me carrying this around earlier. This is the Bunkers and Badasses source book. You've got one right there. You can get this now. It's a real thing thanks to all the amazing people at Nerdvana Games. This now exists. And I thought I'd unbox it for you. I don't know if you guys have seen what's inside, but this is the deluxe edition. You can buy just the book. but you can also get the deluxe edition, which comes with some super cool stuff. So I just wanted to quickly show you what's inside. And then, and then I thought, you know, since there's probably some cool stuff inside, I thought maybe we could do something with the objects. So first you've got like, these are punch-out enemies. There's the source book, of course. There's a DM screen, you know, BM screen, not bowel movement. Bunker Master screen, which not only protects all of the secret stuff that Bunker Masters do, but includes, look at all that. There's like look-up tables, like super nerdy stuff that's like the stuff of dreams. And then look at this. There's the miniatures, and Tina's written all over it. This is her copy you're getting. So she writes, "My friends," and you can see all the miniatures. And there's the dice, and there's a giant D20 that's as big as your fist. She calls it the big boy. Yeah, and we're gonna dump. Here, let me dump these out here. I thought, and there's so much other cool stuff in here. There's a play mat. You even get a custom dry erase marker with the Bunkers and Badasses logo on it. I thought, wouldn't it be cool to do, you know, it's kind of become a tradition at PAX for me to try to do a magic trick with this stuff. So here's this thing. I don't know how this started, but when I was young and I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, I sort of discovered that I had this crazy, uncanny ability to always know exactly which characters the people in the party would pick, right? And it didn't matter if they were my oldest friends or people that had just come because a friend of a friend knew them and they're just joining our party that night. I could always know. And it didn't matter if they were picking like the class. Like, oh, I can always tell, oh, you're going to be a cleric for sure. Or if they're actually taking one of the pre-rolled characters with named personalities. I always just knew exactly who was going to pick who. And now I haven't, and it became a game, you know, people put money on it, where it was like betting, what can Randy nail everybody's choices? And I got really good at it. And I haven't done this in a long time, but I thought I'd try it tonight with the Bunkers and Badasses characters. And to make it super hard, I thought I would do it with people that I have never met before, complete strangers from the audience. And we're gonna have to pick randomly from the audience. But look, this is Bunkers and Badasses, so I'm not just gonna pick on you, because then you'll believe that I picked somebody that was a plant. We're gonna do this super random. We're gonna roll initiative. Can we get some dice out here? All right. So I'm gonna throw, this is a giant inflatable D20. I'm gonna throw it out into the audience, just let it bounce around. We're gonna play some music. We're actually gonna get 3 volunteers, okay? So I'm gonna throw this one out that direction. Catch it, catch it, catch it. Throw it around, throw it around, throw it around, throw it around.
Watch me dance, watch me dance, watch me dance.
Throw it around, throw it around.
Get it eventually. I know I get it eventually. Hey, check me out, check me out, check me out. Watch me dance, watch me dance, watch me dance.
Throw it around.
I know I get it eventually. I know I get it eventually.
Oh, the music stopped. Who's got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? Stand up if you've got one of the dice. Stand up. All right. Can you each come forward? How do we get them on stage? There's no stage. Can somebody help? Who? Are you going to help me? Can somebody help me get these people on stage? Come to the front here. Come to the front. Thanks. Are there stairs anywhere? Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, come to the front. We're gonna get you guys on stage, and you're gonna be my helpers. Let's give it up for them. It's gonna take them just a second to get on stage, but yeah, we got 3 volunteers. In order to do this, to make this fair, we need a bunker master. So I've actually got one of our cosplayer friends. We got Tiny Tina. Who's a better bunker master than Tiny Tina? Come on out. Wow. That's an incredible. So remind me your name again.
Casey.
Casey, that's right. Casey, this is an incredible costume. Now, we have met before, right? When was the first time we met?
I think it was 2019.
2019. It was at a PAX or was it somewhere else?
It was PAX.
PAX?
The announcement of Borderlands
That's right. When we announced Borderlands 3, you were there. I think you made the hat, right? Yeah, that's right. So this is an incredible Wonderlands, Tiny Tina. Absolutely incredible. Now, thanks for helping out with this, for being our bunker master. We didn't set anything up, though, in advance for this. You had no idea this was going to happen. You didn't know anything about this. Your job, you are the referee. You are the bunker master. Because, hey, come on up, you guys. Come. Yeah. No, this is fine. Yeah, yeah, right here in a line. Yeah, we can go around this way. That's okay. Perfect. So nice to meet you guys. Welcome. Don't be intimidated. Let's, right here. Let's, stand here, and we'll figure it out. Perfect. Hi, so nice to meet you guys. We're gonna get to you in just a second. In fact, here, let's fix this a little bit. I want each of you to roll, because we gotta roll for initiative to figure out who's gonna go first, okay? So just, spin it and let it fall in front of you. Yeah, there you go. Let it fall in front of you, don't cheat, okay? Everybody, you keep an eye on them, don't make sure they don't cheat. Okay, so, Tina's gonna watch. Yeah, let's do it. Roll for initiative, you guys. Okay, wow. Okay, don't move, it's fine, this will work. And Tina, you're gonna be I got the miniatures out already. You're gonna be but here, hold on to the DM screen for a minute. I don't wanna forget this, so I'm just gonna use this chalkboard again. Did you guys get the shift code already? Did you guys get that? Okay, it's gone now, so. All right, so what did we got here? We rolled a 9 is the highest. A 9 is the highest. It's okay. Okay, so 9, and what's next? 2. And we've got a 1. Okay, so 9, 2, and 1, and I don't want to forget your names. So what's your name? Laura. Laura? L-A-R-A or L-A? Okay. Okay, and number 2, what's your name? Brent. Bryant, with a Y or an I? With a Y. Bryant. And you are? Tyler. That's okay. Everybody can be named whatever they're named. There's no judgment here. Okay, Tyler. Okay, Laura, Bryant, and Tyler. Okay, thanks. When I write things down, I just always remember. Okay, so we're gonna go in order. You're gonna protect. I can't see what they're choosing, so I want you to take the BM screen and protect the. Let me make sure we got the rules. Where did I leave my book? And I'm gonna stand way over here, okay? Who's first? You're gonna go first. Look at the characters and just take one of the miniatures and hold it in your hand so that nobody knows but you. So pick one of the miniatures, and you're gonna pick from any of the Vault Hunters that are up there, the miniatures, and just hold it in your hand so nobody knows but you. And yeah, you should know what it is. Do you have it? Grab one. Do you have one? Okay. And then why don't, what is it, 2 is next? You, go ahead, you pick. Don't let me see, I don't want to see. Okay? Okay, you've got it? Yep. Okay, and then, oh boy. Sorry, who's next? Tyler, you're last. Go ahead, you pick. Okay, we've got 3 choices, and I've got to figure out what they are. Okay, you picked first. No, you picked first. You're number 9. Did you pick one of the men or you picked one of the men, didn't you? One of the male characters?
I kind of just grabbed one.
Do you know the character? Do you recognize the character? Okay. This is really hard to get a read and you picked one of the men, didn't you? Okay, yeah. Oh man, you're a tough read. Where are you from?
Me? Maryland.
Maryland. I think this. Did you pick 0? The robot? Sorry, it's not a robot. Shoot, I'm so bad. What did you get? I'm sorry. Can I see what you got? Oh, you got Brick. Okay, look, I'm 0 for 1, you guys. I'm 0 for 1. It's okay. And you got 2. Let me see if I can get you next. What did you get? You also picked one of the guys, didn't you? Yes. And you picked, you picked the short dude. No. Did you? Did I? Is it Salvador? Did you get Salvador? No. I'm 0 for 2. Which one did you get? You got Roland, of course. Oh, shit. Roland, okay. I'm 0 for 2. This is going so poorly. Okay, so.
I thought we rolled below numbers.
I nailed you, though. I'm sure of it.
It's Maya.
Well, you didn't have to. I was going to get it. You're going to let me guess. You picked the siren Maya?
Yes.
Of course you did. You denied you denied. Okay, well, look, I got to tell you guys, to be honest, this is not my skill. I can't actually, I lied to you earlier. I can't actually get a read. You know, you got Brick, you got Roland, and you got Maya. So Brick, Roland, and Maya. I lied to you earlier. I actually can't do this at all. This is a complete ruse. In fact, can I see? I just want to make sure. So Brick, Roland, and Maya. Yeah. This is a complete ruse. The skill that I have is not the ability to get a read. In fact, that threw me off. That threw me completely off. The skill I have is kind of seeing into the future. And earlier, I lied. I told you that when I wrote the numbers on the chalkboard, I told you I was writing your names next to it. I didn't write your names at all. I actually wrote the characters that you'd be picking. Here, can you hold this for a second? No. Are you ready for this, you guys? Brick, Roland, and Maya. What just happened? Thank you. And you know what? For your help in this, you each get a copy of Bunkers and Badasses. So, thank you. And hey, Tina, for helping out, would you like to use this version, this copy that we used for this? You can have the demo copy. All right, let me get you all sorted here. Thank you guys. Can we get somebody let's give a big hand to our helpers here. Can we get somebody to help them off stage safely? Thank you guys. Let me get you sorted here. Don't leave, Tina. Oh, she left. She's gone. It's okay. I got it. I'm gonna put this back together for her. We'll take care of her backstage. Wow. So one of the cool things here, I'll just bring this back with me when I go. One of the cool things about Gearbox is we've kind of been lucky over the years, and we've grown a lot. And you met Steve Gibson earlier, who's the president of Gearbox Publishing. In a bit, I'll come out and talk to you about some of the things we're doing with Gearbox Studios, making films and stuff. But one of my proudest moments, there's a guy that I've been working with since we founded the company who's frankly better than me. He's the best amongst us. And in order to help me be able to kind of focus more higher level and build Gearbox Studios and spend more time with the creative on the games, it became very clear that we needed better leadership than me for the development part of our business, Gearbox Software. And I want to introduce you to this guy. He's awesome. He's one of the greatest people I know. Heart of gold, pure integrity. Please welcome the new president of Gearbox Software, Steve Jones.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Randy. And thank you all for such a warm, warm welcome. As Randy said, I've been with Gearbox 23 years. This is actually my first time on stage at an event like this, and it is truly impressive. So, thank you all for the support. So, I think somebody went diving through the Gearbox photo archive for that picture of me. I think that was year 2000, probably. Eesh. Goodness. Now, my background's actually in programming. And while I'm transitioning to this new role, I thought, what better way to give you a sense of what I'm going to bring to Gearbox than to tell you a little bit about where I come from and what I've done. So yeah, programming. In fact, there's a bunch of games from way back that I spent a whole lot of time working on. And as much as I love programming, and I was doing it, submitting code, basically right up until I transitioned into this new role, it's not actually my favorite thing I do. What I've really, really grown to love is empowering the crazy creative minds we have at Gearbox. And I never had a bigger test than that than when I was technical director on Borderlands 1 and 2. Up until those games, we could basically just code up the dozen or so weapons in a game, a few enemies, and that was that. But the team that wanted to make Borderlands wanted bazillions of guns, dozens of character skills, different gear types, you name it, and they all had to interact and do crazy things. And that required a whole new way of making games. And so you see here are some of the tools we came up with on those first 2 Borderlands games to make that possible. My goal then was to get basically directly tapped into the brains of our creators, remove all obstacles so they could just express whatever crazy idea they had straight into the game. And for all you Borderlands players out there, I think you can say we nailed it. There's the craziest things, and it never ceased to amaze me. And in fact, you remember that first DLC we did for Borderlands 1, the Zombie Island of Dr. Ned? That was great DLC. Came out right after we launched the game, like 30 days later, and there were no zombies in Borderlands 1. And yet the team was able to, with basically the tools, as rudimentary as they were after that first game, to just make that. And then that is sort of I always go back to this example as sort of the pinnacle of what we were able to do with that approach. Now, looking ahead, as we aspire to our mission of entertaining the world, we've got to make a lot more games. Different types of games, like Wonderlands, which is reaching new audiences. And to do that, we're going to need a lot more help. We've got developers that have been with Gearbox for some time stepping up into project director roles for the first time. And someday they'll be up on a stage like this telling you about their games, and I cannot wait for you to see what that team's going to do. But that's not enough, so we're growing. Think about what Dan showed earlier. We've got the team in Frisco, it's growing. The team in Quebec City is growing, and the new studio founded in Montreal, all growing. I want to extend a very, very special welcome to the team at Lost Boys Interactive. I'm thrilled to have you on board, and I can't wait to see what we're going to do together. So that's just a little hint of me. Fortunately, all those games are coming, but none here yet. And one day we'll be up here to show you those. So before we look at the rest of the software lineup, I want to bring back Randy to tell us a little bit about the Gearbox Studios. Randy.
Steve is such a humble dude, but he's got now like 1,000 people working for him, all making video games. And man, if you knew what I knew about what's coming, it's so cool. Like when he was saying someday these guys are going to be on stage talking about their stuff. It's really exciting stuff. One of the cool things that I've been able to spend some more of my time on is the creation of Gearbox Studios, which is, of course, Gearbox doing transmedia. And I think some of you may have heard of one of the projects, the Borderlands movie. Some of you might know that that's a thing. And of course, we partnered with Lionsgate, the awesome company, the studio that makes brilliant stuff. I don't know if any of you guys enjoyed the Hunger Game movies or Twilight or some recent cool stuff like Knives Out, and you will thank me later when you go see the new Nick Cage movie. What is it? The unbearable weight of massive talent. Yeah, it is. I got a chance to go see it at South by Southwest with Nicolas Cage. I'm kind of like a Hollywood guy now. Holy shit, that movie blew me away. You're gonna love it. But they're a great partner, and of course, Arad Productions. Avi Arad literally founded Marvel Studios, and they created the Spider-Man movie, and then they did X-Men, and then Iron Man, and then the Avengers, and it's kind of gone well for them. The R-Odds were like, yeah, we figured out how to make the largest entertainment on the planet out of comic books. Let's try video games. And Ari and Avi came to me thinking Borderlands would be the perfect proof case. And they're just awesome people to work with. And then this incredible talent with Eli Roth directing the film, and unbelievable cast: Cate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Jamie Lee Curtis, like legendary. Gina Gershon is Moxie. Can you believe that? Like, it's ridiculous. We're in post-production right now, and it's going well. And Lionsgate will tell you when the movie's ready. Now, in addition to the Borderlands movie, of course, Gearbox has some other really exciting properties like Homeworld and Brothers in Arms and Duke Nukem. And we have development action with all of these properties, and we'll be announcing some things. Some announcements, very big and exciting announcements, will be coming sooner than later, very, very soon, in fact. It's been a thrill to find ways to take these characters and these universes that we care so much about and bring them to new mediums. Because if you're like me, you love playing video games, but there are people in your lives you'd like to share this stuff with that aren't necessarily going to sit down with you and play Borderlands for 40 hours. And now I could bring other people in my family to the movie theater and share this awesome universe with them. And I hope that's what some of you guys do, and I hope you have a fun time doing it. Thanks. Awesome, thank you. Let's see. Moving on, what do we got next? Oh, yeah, you know what? I was talking about the Borderlands movie, and there's still stuff going on with Borderlands 3, and I wanted to share with you some of the awesome talent that's been keeping Borderlands 3 alive. The people you're about to meet, Mario is a producer, Graham is a designer and a creative director, and these guys, I mean, Graham and I have been working on Borderlands since the very, very beginning. And Graham, and even before that, Graham and I have been working since Brothers in Arms on these games. And they have done some awesome and incredible work. So please welcome to the stage, Mario and Graham. And I'm going to leave the stage to you. You guys are all alone up here.
Cool. Hi. Awesome. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? My name is Mario Rodriguez, and I'm the producer of Live Ops.
I'm Graham Timmons. I'm the creative director on Borderlands 3.
Cool. So yeah, as you all know, we've been working on Borderlands 3 for almost over 2.5 years. So we've done a lot of stuff. Up here we have an awesome image created by one of our community members, Pyrek, that summarizes everything that we've done these past 2.5 years. Everything from 6 DLCs, 21 patches, lots of free content, and thousands of hotfixes. So Graham, tell us a little bit about DLCs.
So yeah, over the course of Borderlands 3, we have released 6 DLCs, and that's like a whole nother game's worth of content. We're extremely proud of the reception, and I'm extremely proud of our team that have been able to consistently deliver really fantastic stuff to our community. And obviously, you guys have really received it incredibly well, so thank you. That's tons of new gear, new places to go, new things to kill. And that's just the DLCs. We also have released tons of free content to the community over the course of these last 2.5 years. Things like the takedowns, the True Trials mode, tons of gear on both of those that you can get. So we've continue to expand Borderlands 3 from day one, and we're just thankful that all of you guys came along for the ride.
And like you said, after all the content, we've also done weekly events such as Loot the Universe, Mayhem Made Mild, and Takedown Showdown, and more. But we also wanted to talk about everything you guys have done. So we have a few stats for you guys as well.
So yeah, you guys are cash hoarders. You've collected over a quadrillion, I think that's the right number, amount of cash along your way.
And you guys have been very generous with Moxie and have donated over $52 billion worth of tips. She's a billionaire now.
She's a billionaire. So yeah, and obviously you guys have been looting things like chests, but also toilets and refrigerators and the laundromats. 43 billion items have been found in lootables.
And we know you guys like guns. And as a fact, there's been 14.69 billion guns collected overall. But let's also give it up to the ones that are being left on the ground from time to time.
Yeah, those are just the collected ones. You know, there's billions out there you guys have just turned away from, so a moment of silence for them. Anyway, also, as I said earlier, you guys like killing things. That's really fun in our game. And fire element has been by far the most popular element in the game, and there's been 51 billion elemental kills, and fire has been the most popular.
And lastly, we have taken down 46.97 billion children of the vault. So good job.
Nice work, guys. Awesome. We also have this incredible system, Shift, that you guys have been able to get shift codes to open the diamond and golden key chests. So the golden chests have been opened 128 million times. That's so much free loot. It kind of hurts the designer in me that you guys are getting loot from a code, but so be it. So be it.
And with the final DLC, the Director's Cut, we released the Vault Cards, which was a way for you to obtain a very slim chance of obtaining diamond keys, so you can use those in the diamond loot chest. We also give away some for free. So we've had 8.79 million diamond chests open.
That's cool.
So it's been a lot.
It's been a lot.
But we're not done yet.
Yeah, so we still have new events going for Borderlands 3. So I'm excited to announce that in the course of May, we'll be doing the Maliwan Mayhem event, where each of these Maliwan bosses will be turned into raid bosses once a week. Their loot pools are going to change. They're going to do a lot more damage. Hopefully, a lot of you will die, if I did it right. But you'll also get a new character-specific head each week if you kill the community challenge value for that week. And here's a hint of what that first head's going to look like.
And finally, we have another big thing coming. You guys on platforms like Epic, Steam, Xbox games, and Series X, Series S, and Stadia have been playing together. And PS4 and PS5 were a little bit on the side. Well, we're very happy to announce that later this spring, everything is coming together, and you all will be able to play with everyone on the same game. So crossplay, full crossplay is coming. So again, we thank you so much for playing this game for over 2.5 years. It's been an incredible journey, and we hope you keep playing it. So,
yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Mario. Thanks, Graham. Yeah, I still play Borderlands 3. I don't know if any of you guys do too. I gotta confess, I still do it. It's pretty stoked on that. And I know many of you love the Borderlands universe and the stories told within it. We love it too. And we also know that many of you loved Tales from the Borderlands, right? Well, as you know, some of the characters from Tales from the Borderlands made their way into Borderlands 3. So we really love that format as a way to create characters and create new stories and explore all of that differently than what's possible with the looter shooter games. Because of the success and our love for Tales, and because of our interest in developing the Borderlands universe in new ways, we thought it would be fun and exciting to dive into the format of interactive fiction once again. This time, we're doing it to imagine all new characters and all new stories from the Borderlands. So soon, we'll be announcing an entirely new game set in the Borderlands universe and presented in that style of interactive fiction. I'm talking about an all-new Tales from the Borderlands adventure. It's going to be releasing this year. It's published by 2K Games, and it has been developed in-house by Gearbox Software. And it has all new characters and stories set in the Borderlands universe. Thanks. Yeah, we've been working on this experience secretly for many years. And I can't wait until it's time to announce this all-new game this summer and show all of you what we've been doing. So please be on the lookout this summer for the announcement of an all-new Tales from the Borderlands. Hey, listen, you guys are awesome. I think after this, I'm going to go down with all the guys you saw on stage and some other people that are here from Gearbox. And if anybody wants to meet us, if you want us to sign any of your games or your books or whatever, we'll be down there. I don't exactly know where that is, but we'll be doing that. But it's been a thrill to spend some time with you again and be on this stage. And I hope some of you come down to say hi to us. And I'm going to pass it back to Dan Hewitt, who's going to take us home. Dan?
Hey, everybody. So the good news is I do know where that autograph signing is. So at 4 o'clock, we're going to do autograph signing at the back of the queue hall. So if you want to leave here and head back to the queue hall, we'll go ahead and get you into that queue, and you can have Randy and the entire dev team sign whatever you would like, including the poster that you got on your way in. If you didn't get a poster, come by the Gearbox booth. We've got one for you. If you're watching at home, FOMO's real. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's one of those things. And come by the booth, which is being powered by our friends at Zydax and AMD. And I certainly want to give an incredible amount of thanks to our publisher for the Wonderlands and Borderlands series, our friends at 2K, without whom we could not be here today. So thank you, 2K Publishing. All right, y'all. Let's go get them. Have a great PAX. Thank you for coming.
Gearbox.